Welcome back, everyone. We are watching The Expanse. This is Season 1, Episode 5. And it is called Back to the Butcher. So, I'm ready to jump into this. I think we're going to have some action because we left on a pretty intense part with the Martians in the Navy ship. It exploded and our main characters got out with one of the Martians. So let's do this. I'm ready to jump into this. No, whose blood is this? He's dead, it looks like.
Come here and help me.
What the heck happened? Ooh.
Where's Alex?
I'm coming. Which one do I use first, the antisep or the...
Woo!
Solve that.
Oh, well. The future.
So as far as we know, nobody made it off the Don.
Correct.
And no one knows that we're alive.
That's right.
Then who just sent us a message?
Oh. That's okay, honey kitty. This is Anderson Station. Go ahead.
Anderson Station, this is UN-1. Are you ready to surrender?
Surrender? You're just kids and, families in there.
Director of Operations at Tycho Station. I don't know who you are or what your intent may be, but unless you're trying to start a war, you need to contact me. I can help you.
Martians who believe us are dead. So let's just burn hard to Ceres, and we'll take our chances.
No port is going to let us dock with our transponder off.
You can't trust Fred Johnson. We all know what he's capable of.
That was like 10 years ago. People change. The Martians said you were OPA.
Stop talking about stuff that you know nothing about, because
Boss.
then it's 2 against 2. We're not going anywhere.
Damn. This is the suckiest situation for them. They've just been from ship to ship, from crash to crash. This is so crazy.
Got gunships now too.
Things are just getting started. Outsiders won't pay us no mind unless we make them.
He's still on this. This is cool.
Show me Julie's projected flight path for the scout.
At least someone's thinking of Julie, because I forgot about her. But I feel like she's a huge piece of the puzzle.
What are you doing here?
Can I ask you the same thing?
I want to know about their story.
Oh. Right after you find your little rich girl, shake down her daddy for a big payday.
Yeah, that's it. You got me. All this shitstorm that we're in, it's all got to do with her. Julie Mao. Registered flight path for a ship called the Anubis. Anubis. The Anubis left Phoebe Research Station and it was headed for Eros, okay? Julie's ship was sent out to intercept it. And then, suddenly, ships start blowing up. The Canterbury, the Donager. It's gotta be connected.
Maybe this is above your pay grade.
You don't think I can do it, huh?
Aww.
I don't think I can crack the case.
No, I mean, you need to take this upstairs.
So I'll do my pathetic best.
Oh, come on, don't be domestic. I don't think she meant it like that. It's hard when your exes, and you still love each other. Everything's it hits you hard. You're just like, are you trying to hurt me? Or, you don't know. It's, strange. I don't know.
The terms that we've outlined are clear and simple, and until they're met, we're not giving up control of the station.
We will not listen to threats. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, I understand.
Think about your children. You in command out.
We've taken this as far as we can.
Oh, the hell we have. It's only been a few days. They're not going to attack a bunch of civilians.
They're calling us terrorists.
Oh, of course they are.
Don't. They will attack kids.
Don't be scared, okay?
So this is what that guy did, the OPA guy. I kind of wished we got to know this guy longer. But that seems to be the case with a lot of these characters. Everyone just sort of dies really quickly.
You know I'm an engineer. Me drive diagnostics and core levels. Life support. I don't know. Ask the ship. It seems to know everything.
It's like a built-in Alexa.
that we've been on in the past.
There's nothing to fix.
You fix my leg.
It's too advanced.
Why not go to Tycho if we got nowhere else? I always back your play because you always do the right thing. But usually I can figure out why.
It's not the place, it's the man.
Fred Johnson?
What is it, coffee? Maybe being a part of the Martians crew isn't half bad. They seem to have things together. Oh my god, right, I forgot he's in this. Every time he pops up, I'm like, oh, he's in this show?
Strange times in...
I know he was in Mad Men. That's like the ingrained in my head. And and Chernobyl.
Because as we speak, he's in an OPA safe house. He believes he's under my protection. Oh, see what I see.
What do you see?
A series for Belters, run by Belters. Earthers have a home. It's time Belters had one too. It's important.
I'm like, yeah, I agree. He has a point.
Nobody wants that.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. They probably want Julie Mao dead too. They don't want that information out. The case is bigger than this. Than like petty revenge. At least your friend is alive, right? What's his name? Havelock? He's still alive.
So no one outside the station knows this is happening.
That's why we need to surrender.
Oh gosh. Oh, my heart.
We're surrendering to the Marines.
Huey, show Daddy house manual. Okay? Okay. Issuing our unconditional surrender. We're unarmed. We have women and children with us. UN-1, please respond.
Oh.
Martian government was responsible for the destruction of the Canterbury.
Oh, right. They don't know what happened after the message.
Looks like we're not the only ones who remember the can.
Well, partner, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to stay anonymous now.
Let me know if you want your face to look a little different.
He's not going there, is he? Oh, shoot. Damn. Oh, this guy, I see.
Julie Mao. You know her.
You never asked a girl down at the docks if she was looking for some drilling?
A recruiter.
My days of giving a damn are long gone, pal. OPA throws me work from time to time. Happy to wear their tat, take their money.
Happy to take Julie Mao's money, too, huh?
After 2 days down at the aid camp, I begged Julie to get out of there, but she said she was okay. She said she felt safe. She stayed down in the mines, breathing the same poison air as those belters, eating the same contaminated food. She was helping kids. Never saw her shed a tear over the fact that she had to take anti-cancer meds for the rest of her life. Only time I did see her cry was these belters at a rally. I told her, "You're one of us now."
You admired her. How long were you sleeping with her?
Is that what you came here to find out? I'm done talking to you, Badge. You can take it out on me if you want. Anderson Dawes.
What for?
I don't know. A few weeks before she shipped out, she asked me to hook her up with the data broker. Nobody could stop Julie from doing anything she wanted to do.
You should have protected her. But you didn't.
No. I mean, this guy was like, they were dating. They're in love, I think. They're gonna blow this place up.
Imaloda not listening.
Man.
The broadcast out.
Oh, then they'll show what happens to them.
This is my daughter, Kiri. She and the other children have been diagnosed with what the medics are calling hypoxic brain injury.
Wow.
It's due to the low oxygen working environment. We didn't intend for anyone to be hurt during our protests. And for that, I am sorry. We just wanted to be hurt for the sake of our children.
Oh my gosh. Is this them? Oh man.
Have been subdued. Well done, Colonel. Well done.
Jeez. So he did.
Transponders are designed not to be tampered with. Civilian models fuse themselves into lumps of molten graphene if they get messed with. We need to give the ship a new name to complete the override.
Screaming Firehawk. Yeah, let's advertise that we're a gunship.
I know a lady named Rocinante. She was good to me.
Whatever. Punch it.
Well, it worked. What the heck? It is a mouse. Actual coffee. That's right. I guess they weren't drinking coffee. Ade was the one that was teaching him how to make like a coffee substitute out of a matchstick. They have access. The Martians have access to much more than the Belters. Oh, right. That. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. The clues. You're not pathetic. You can do it. You're doing it, Peter. That's from Hook.
Using your imagination, Peter. You're playing with us, Peter. You're doing it, Peter. Look, you're doing it. See?
Damn, he's gotten too far into the. Okay, the end of the episode. Cool. Yeah, it's definitely getting like it's heating up. It's getting to that point where we're getting a lot more information, which I'm always thankful for. It was a mystery up till now, but it's interesting. It just reminds me of things we deal with back here at home on Earth. Women and children and people protesting being deemed as terrorists. Same old. It's crazy. That story of the miners and their families just protesting because they don't have enough oxygen. Their children are literally diagnosed with hypoxia, like some sort of brain disease at this point, and they get met with destruction. There's no, like, you know what? That's really messed up. They're working for us. We should figure this out. Let's make it let's give them a little bit of oxygen, which is, and also they can do that. They can, because when you look at the Navy, the Martian Navy, just all the goods that they have that the Belters don't have, that shows that there is enough money to go around. See, this is blowing my mind, because this is stuff that I think about. There is enough money to go around where no one in this world or their world should have to have any want for water, for obviously clean air, food, and shelter. That's the reality, and the thing is people hoard their money, and the government uses the money for wars and weapons, basically. That's really what it comes down to. You had to fight. There was too much. It was extremely serious. People needed rescuing. There was a whole regime that was going to begin and take over the world potentially. and that needed to be shut down. But the wars pretty much after have always been like based on oil or based on finances, and it's all dirty. It's all very dirty. And honestly, even without the government, truthfully, all the people in the world who have like a good amount of money, even people who are making on the lower side, even if we put in like $5, just $5 each person, if you can, because some people don't have anything, right? But if you can, $5, $10, $1, a penny, but if every person on earth did that, it could go into some sort of fund. And obviously we'd have to make sure like no, the people running that place are not corrupt, right? But there's things that can change. I think that if you're a human being on this planet, there is a need for shelter, a need for food and water and basic clothing, just as a starting point. At the place we are now, the way how we have progressed, that I believe wholeheartedly. I believe that people should not be killing themselves in their workplaces, like the coal miners. There was a lot of black lung and diseases that came about, and deaths, early deaths because of those jobs. And so we have so it's like blows my mind with this series, because nothing changes. Like you go to space, you would think, oh, we're in space now, things are going to get better, right? They're going to be different, and nothing has changed. If not, maybe it's gotten even worse, it seems like. Still have oxygen. There is no rationing of oxygen. It's almost like it's the history will always repeat itself. It doesn't matter if we get out of here and go into space. Greed is going to always be there because it is a part of human nature. It's something that we have to, like, as a whole, really like talk about and think about and really try to push away from it. And it's really hard, because when you're caught in the web of greed, first of all, a lot of people are not aware of it, and then those that are aware of it are the most dangerous, because they know what it is. They know how bad it is. They know what it causes others, but they're so comfortable in their place of power and riches. There are a lot of people who are just being brainwashed into having this greed and this greedy mindset. And then on social media, it doesn't help that everything we see nowadays is you need more, you need better, you need the highest end of clothing or bags or shoes or cars or boats or homes. It's like it never gets, it's crazy. Like a bowl of Vietnamese pho is like $17, $16 now, between 15 and 17, depending where you are. When I was growing up, when I lived in Milpitas, California, a bowl of pho when I was like 5 years old maybe was $5. It could have been even $3 at the time, because I know my mom was saying that they would have pho for like $3, $2 sometimes. So I'm bringing this up because it hurts my heart, okay? I love pho, and I need to start learning how to make it myself, because I'm done. I'm so done. I can't go have a bowl of pho, and with the pho and the tip, you know, you're going to be over $20 at that point. That is wild. That is wild. Solutions that I always come up with are, it has to be more than one person doing something. Of course, change can come about with one person. You have these power players in our history who have done stuff as one person. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., you've got Abraham Lincoln, you've got Theodore Roosevelt, you've got Rosa Parks, you have Napoleon, Jesus, I don't know, like there's Gandhi, and you know, like there's always one person really truly can make a difference, but it's like they got to make the first step. This is something that I really, this is, one day I'll make a video about this, but it reminds me of Aragorn from The Return of the King, I don't want to spoil. If you haven't seen The Lord of the Rings, you should, but I'm about to spoil the end. So I guess, I don't know, skip ahead. Maybe I'll put a timestamp. Skip to this point. I'll be done talking about it. But in The Lord of the Rings, it was up to a few hobbits, a wizard, a dwarf, an elf, a human, and a few humans, and obviously Aragorn. So starting out, it's a really small crew that's out here to save the damn world, okay? It's just a really small crew. And at the end, when Frodo gets to the volcano and he's close, he's there with Samwise, we see the last stand. We have all the men, and it's not that many left after the first battle, but Aragorn takes the first step. He says, he looks back at everybody and he says, "For Frodo," and he's in the front lines and he just goes for it, and that pushes everyone to go. And Merry and Pippin are like the second to go. Like it's so funny to me because like they're the smallest and they don't care. They're like we're going, and that's what it is. It takes one person to kind of light that fire in someone, spark something, and so that's what it is. Like Martin Luther King Jr., he sparked something. He really did. I guess that's what it comes down to. Are these players in this series? Let's go back to the series but there is a small crew here. We've got Naomi, Amos, Jim, and we've got Alex, and then we've got Joe and a few other Earthers who are working the case, right? It's not that many people who are trying to get the truth out, and they're working hard. And there's this thing, like Joe even has, like, he doubts himself a little bit, and it seems like his ex-girlfriend, she's worried about him. Maybe she does doubt him. I don't think she thinks he's pathetic, but I think she doubts him. But it's up to him. He hasn't given up. He believes in this, and he's finding everything on his own. I mean, obviously with some help from, like, you know, other people. Like he's getting his information, but it's all on his own. And so it just really makes you think about that. Just how each of us is important in this world. And if we keep quiet, or if we just go with the status quo because we're afraid to shake things up, yeah, there won't be any change. But there has to be at least a person who gets up and stands up. And that then, you know, because it's a lot of people want to say something. They don't know how. Maybe they don't have the words. They don't have the communication skills. They don't have the resources. Maybe their mental health is really bad, and they're in a bad spot. Maybe financially they're in a bad spot. So why would they speak, especially, you know, if money is on the line? Like in this story with the miners, and they finally spoke up. They had to, but it was because their kids were going to die. So they were like, no, we've got to make a stand now. And even then it was too late, and they were still deemed as terrorists. And I don't know if their message got out to the world. I hope it did. I hope that story comes back, because that was it's just really tragic to see that. I'm talking, but am I doing the walk? I'm probably not doing the walk. I'm talking, I'm thinking, but there's people who are out there getting their hands dirty. And so there are like really amazing people who are trying, who have been trying. It just, yeah, these types of shows really hit me, because it's like, it's entertaining, but then it's also like, oh, but this is sad, but also this happens, and this just happened maybe a month ago, this similar story, if not worse. So it's like, yeah, storytelling is important. It's important to get this type of word out, and it's entertaining, so it's good. But yeah, I think about stuff like this a lot, and I think art is a really good way of bridging the gap, I think. Putting up bridges. Music and art, really important for that, for getting across messages, and comedy, getting across messages in a palatable way, and where you don't feel like you're getting your things shoved down your throat or it's too preachy. I'm liking where this is going, so I'm going to jump into the next episode, see how that goes, and I shall see you guys there. Take care. Bye, everybody.